Good evening, Temple Beth family. It's wonderful to stand before you again this year at this annual meeting, and I'm grateful for the remarkable year we've had together. As we reflect on our successes and look forward with excitement, we ground ourselves firmly in our mission to cultivate connected, proud, meaningful Jewish living that inspires change in our world. I want to start tonight by sharing a few reflections on what our mission statement means to me and has meant to us in its first year. We live in a complicated and often overwhelming world, one where tragedy, hate, and conflict feel ever present. Our hearts are heavy tonight as we reflect on the recent violence in Washington, D.C. and Boulder and the continuing pain of hostages still held in Gaza. At times, it feels like the fabric of society is unraveling, and yet, we are a people of hope, especially here in Charlotte's Jewish community, where we hold fast to an audacious belief of what's possible when we come together. Temple Beth is one of those rare places that invites us to open our hearts. Here we connect not just through agreement on shared ideas, but through shared humanity. We celebrate life's joys, support each other in sorrow, hear the Torah, sing with longing and gratitude, and show up for one another, shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, in this sanctuary and across the congregation. When we look at what we are accomplishing together, we see how the work of this congregation helps us to find our paths through life, living in ways that are rooted in what's most important. This is what we mean by connected Jewish living. One of the things I love most about Judaism is that it's not just something we believe, it's something we do. It's a practice rooted in mitzvot, calling us to act with intention and purpose. The Torah isn't just an ancient text, it's a guide for living a life of meaning. At Temple Beth, we embrace that call. We strive to repair the world, to respect and cherish those around us, and to do what's right, even and especially when it's hard. We teach our children, we comfort each other, and we show up for one another not out of obligation, but out of love and out of sacred responsibility. We take pride in who we are and in the wisdom that shapes us and the community that holds us. And this is what we mean by proud Jewish living. And when we embrace Jewish practice on a personal level, finding the rituals, the teachings, and traditions that speak to us, we discover anchors in the midst of chaos. These moments become signposts, guiding us through uncertainty, grounding us in our values, and offering purpose amidst the pressures of daily life. Whether it's a pause for gratitude, showing up for others, or finding comfort in sacred words, our tradition meets us where we are. And this is what we mean by meaningful Jewish living. When I look back on the past year, I see how our congregation has embodied its mission, and I'm proud to stand before you to share some of the highlights. Our achievements have been significant, tied closely to the 5 pillars of our strategic plan, which guides our path forward. We begin with our first pillar, infusing all that we do with intentional relationship building and Jewish community. This year, we welcomed Cantor Rodnitsky, whose intentional and enthusiastic approach resonated throughout our community. Cantor Rodnitsky's welcome was inspiring. She jumped in with 2 feet, finding ways to embrace our traditions, while also introducing us to new approaches, prayer settings, and ideas that both challenged and inspired us. At the same time, across our congregation, we showed how welcoming we are, joining small and large gatherings with her and offering the type of hospitality that has always been at the heart of Temple Beth. Meanwhile, congregants have connected in unprecedented ways through our vibrant communities. Brotherhood, Spice, Miriam's Well, TBE Jam, Liberty, as well as Tribes, just to name some of them, are all going strong. From Brotherhood's Passover Seder to the First Thursday dinner, this group brings men together with meaningful conversations and camaraderie. One of my favorite things is that usually Howard or Fred are standing at the front door of a restaurant shaking everyone's hands as they walk in. That's what we're talking about. They've reached out across the community, creating programming with the men of Temple Israel, inviting informative speakers on timely topics, and stepping up to serve the temple time and again. Spice provided continual inspiration and community through innovative programming. This year we held an Elder Shabbat to honor older members of our community. From Zumba with Rachel Glazer to discussions to running a food drive for JFS, our seniors have made friends and made a difference. Miriam's Well completed an incredible first year, embracing an approach defined by relationship building, crossing all segments of our congregation. Highlighted by the compassionate Miriam's Wellness Initiative, which offers chicken soup deliveries to any congregant in need. Seriously, like if you need soup, they will be there. Our young adults in TBE Jam are thriving and making their presence known across Charlotte, engaging in learning and deep conversations on a monthly basis. While our teens in Liberty are creating memories rooted in friendship and meaningful Jewish experiences. One aspect I want to highlight is how each of our cohorts has embraced connections that made a difference. Brotherhood raised thousands of dollars for Holocaust education, the NC Holocaust Foundation. Spice has led our congregation's partnership with Sterling Elementary and also the JFS food drive I mentioned. Miriam's Well came together to learn about and raise funds for several organizations across domestic violence, environmental causes, and supporting the LGBTQ+ community. And our team stepped up to lead the way in helping our friends in Western North Carolina. Under our second pillar, investing deeply in the care, retention, and development of our clergy staff and lay leadership, our efforts have been considerable. First, we're building the structures and processes to connect more leaders with more ways to contribute. Everyone in the congregation is a co-owner of this place and responsible for its success. I want to take a moment now to express gratitude to our extraordinary clergy team, Rabbi Knight, Rabbi Nichols, Rabbi Erdheim, and Cantor Radnitsky, and our dedicated professional staff, Nicole Sidman, Natalie Friedlander, Amy Fine, Madeline White, Dee Kreidel, Renata Rosenberg, Robin Dahl, Rachel Glazer, Kim Kaplan, and Mark Risco. And to our passionate board of directors, led this year by board president Alan Kronovit. Alan, I could not have asked for a better partner or mentor for my first 3 years here at Temple Beth. And to all of our lay leaders who contribute across the congregation, none of this is possible without the combination of our tireless efforts. We are each the cornerstones of our shared success. As Alan mentioned, on the staff side, we've secured stability within our clergy team, extending contracts to keep our incredible spiritual leaders with us for years to come. We've worked to update compensation practices. We've launched new staff appreciation and development initiatives. And our congregation now thrives because of this exceptional team. We're committed to supporting their continued growth and success and being a great place to do great work. On the lay leadership side, one of my favorite things was that we started the year with a 2-day board retreat. We included a session that connected our current board with the valuable wisdom and insights of our esteemed past presidents, whose continued commitment inspires us. We've also kicked off a President's Advisory Council this year, which will provide an ongoing way to connect cohorts, stakeholders, and other valuable voices directly to the board. Our third pillar, cultivating reflection, imagination, and innovation, was vividly expressed through transformative programs. We are striving to deliver timely, relevant, and imaginative offerings. Our clergy's innovative high holy days, and Passover observances recognize that we must connect with our congregation in ways that resonate. We invest heavily in having services that are welcoming to families with young children, elementary school-age children, teens, and adults, respectively. As an example, at Passover, our families with young children got to reenact the parting of the Red Sea. It's also the only time of year when you'll find me in costume. I was Moses. It was quite a sight to behold. Perhaps the most powerful moment for me was our Simchat Torah celebration. We had our recent B'nai Mitzvah read from the Torah, and then we had a full bar mitzvah-style dance party with the Torahs. And for me, as I stood there that evening watching our children and families dance with joy on the Jewish anniversary of the October 7th atrocities, it proves so much that we have so much to hope for and so many blessings. Finally, I want to recognize the hard work of Rabbi Nichols, Rachel Glazer, and our education team for their continued innovation and imagination. They're working to author original curricula that introduce more experiential learning for our kids. And Rabbi Nichols also launched a new Gesher program this year, which helps new Jews develop their traditions and live Jewishly across the year. And looking forward, I'm thrilled to announce that we will host Alana Arian, who has been called the next generation's Debbie Friedman, as our artist in residence in December of this year. If you love Jewish music, or if you've never listened to contemporary Jewish music, I cannot recommend saving the date enough. Seriously, put it on your calendars tonight. It's going to be an incredible weekend, and we are so excited to have it. Under our fourth pillar, embracing and enhancing our leadership role in serving Charlotte's evolving Jewish community on and beyond Shalom Park. We're actively embracing this role. We continued our deep interfaith involvement with MECMIN, Charlotte Pride, the Charlotte Black Jewish Alliance, to name a few. We proudly supported advocacy and justice through civic engagement and lobbying efforts. We became a congregational supporter of the Red Tent Fund and collaborated with the Jewish Federation's Outshine Hate Initiative. Our community responded to Hurricane Helene with exceptional generosity, raising over $125,000 and embodying our values through action. I'm especially proud, in the wake of the hurricane, of the way we supported our friends at Congregation Beth at Tefillah in Asheville. We provided back office support, arranged for temporary satellite internet to get their operations back online before their service was restored, and even coordinated a water delivery in partnership with Myers Park Presbyterian. In addition to working with our friends across Shalom Park and the Charlotte Jewish community, we're also forging deeper relationship with other congregations across the region. We thrive when the broader ecosystem of Charlotte thrives. Our fifth and final pillar, increasing our financial strength and sustainability, marked significant strides forward. You might ask yourself why I chose this photo for our financial report. Frankly, it reflects the excitement that I feel about where the temple is today, and candidly, my zeal for discussing the temple's finances. It also represents the promise that we are striving to meet tomorrow. Our financial results from this year remain strong. We surpassed key fundraising milestones, welcomed 100 new families, exceeded our My Temple commitment goal, and secured generous grants from the Leon Levine Foundation, the Jewish Federation of Greater Charlotte, the Leora Stein Foundation, and most recently, the Foundation for the Charlotte Jewish Community. We were pleased to host a thoughtful conversation at our congregational budget workshop last week to do a real deep dive into the budget. But I welcome the opportunity to talk financials with anyone who's interested, and candidly, anyone who will listen. I'm grateful for the partnership of our engaged leaders, both on our incredible finance committee and our other advisors who are helping us steward our congregation's resources. While operations have been strong and our board has approved a balanced budget that continues to invest in our strategic plan, our growing congregation requires more funding to go forward to allow us to deliver on the mission at the level of our true potential. From all you've heard tonight, there's so much more to do. There's so many more people to reach. We have rising costs, and as you've heard me say each year, one of my concerns is around meeting the needs to preserve and maintain our building. This and the need to support our important work in the future are motivating us to take action and do it now. With the support of one of Charlotte's leading development consultants, Lauren Batten, we are building a robust infrastructure for our congregation's future financial health. We've worked hard on plans so far, but we will need your support. I invite your giving, and I will invite your giving, and I also invite anyone who would like to help to please contact me to get involved. To this end, this is the annual moment where I ask you all to dig deep and remember your annual My Temple commitment, and to please consider attending, supporting, or sponsoring our 2025 L'Chaim Temple Bethel Fall Fundraiser on November 8th. It will be an incredible evening at the Carolina Theater as we honor Marcy and Fred Dumas, two of our most impactful lay leaders, welcome an incredible Broadway star, Morgan James, to entertain us, and celebrate with this incredible community. I also want to mention our Legacy Society here and Charlotte's Create Your Jewish Legacy program, which is going strong. If you've made a commitment to leave a legacy gift to our community, I thank you. And if you haven't, I invite you to consider the opportunity to leave a gift to Temple Bethel or other Jewish organizations you care about. Please reach out to me, and I'll be happy to tell you how easy and accessible legacy giving can be for everyone. We have a lot of work to do to continue our development, to grow our mission, and to continue to deliver the kind of impact that we've made in the past year. But we've made tremendous progress, and we should all be proud having done it together. So that was a lot to cover, and I really appreciate your attention. Temple Bethel remains a beacon of hope, courage, and unity, now more important than ever. Our synagogue thrives only through your active participation and generosity. Each of us has a critical role in shaping our community's future. And I thank you for making Temple Bethel the extraordinary community it is. I look forward to another year of connection, pride, and meaningful Jewish living with each of you. Thank you.